ninjutsu is ever-changing. This is ninjutsu secret technique! Dazzling obliteration! Flash! Ha! Leave!
Careful! They look different from what I remember. Weaker. More distorted?
This place will slash! Ha! Leave!
Joining the battle. Time detonate.
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! Live to fight! Fight you live!
Let the show begin!
You have the worst luck running into me. Stay right there while I give you a present.
Dazzling and flash! Ha! Leave!
I shall set the seas ablaze. Try that again. Gotta try hard sometimes.
Oh, she has a new little splash art for her ult here. I
Check
just
out
noticed
this
that.
awesome move.
Did the rhythm get messed up? Let's improvise.
Live to fight. Fight you live.
Cast aside all distracting thoughts. To me, I shall withstand their wrath.
Cosmic ninjutsu is ever-changing. This is ninjutsu secret technique! Dazzling obliteration! Flash! Ha! Leave!
Even gods can bleed. I shall extinguish your core flame, Titan!
Firefly. I shall set the seas ablaze.
Move.
Oh, here she is.
This is not the true Nikado, just one of his many godly forms. The core flame isn't here. New allies of Okima, welcome to Amphorius.
Hey, Aglia.
While this welcome banquet is far from elegant, it has helped to remove any misgivings that we had. From this moment forth, you shall be treated as distinguished guests of the Holy City and of the Chrysos as...
Hello, Lady Aglia. Lady Aglia, your eyes.
Curious about my eyesight? Well, I'm not blind. On the contrary, I can see much more than the typical person. Those with golden blood always have something extraordinary about them. For me, it's perception. I don't need light to measure the world. The wind carries messages along golden threads, delivering countless sensations to my fingertips. Just like how at this present moment, the virtues possessed by the both of you have turned into a warm current that pleases my skin.
See, I told you that I'm a heartwarming girl deep down. She was speaking metaphorically. You're not as fun to tease as March, Don Han.
Manifestation of Nikador. Could it be that my trial has not arrived yet?
By following the threads of fate, you have begun to write the opening chapter of your story. How do you feel?
Well, truth be told, I don't feel any different. I anticipated a greater challenge. When Trian followed those escaped soldiers, was that part of the plan too?
Naturally. We have long foreseen this attack and didn't intend to waste such a golden opportunity. After Nikador succumbed to madness, their fortress disappeared into the fog, with no one being able to ascertain its location anymore. However, now that they have acted out of character and attacked Akima of their own accord, then the Holy City shall also uncover their hiding place and sound the horn of retaliation.
What an intricate plan indeed. I gave my word that after the situation stabilized, I would reveal all about Amphorius to our allies. However, given that Akima has just barely survived a calamity, and there are still many shaken citizens who need comfort, Aglaya, would you mind taking care of this in my stead?
Distinguished guests, since you have spared no effort in aiding the Holy City, I will naturally take care of you as well. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance.
You two can find me at Marmorial Market after you've grown tired of listening to her tales. In any case, I owe you my hospitality.
Now then, where should we begin?
Lady Aglaya, could you give us some time? We'd like to get back to our mission now that the situation has calmed down. We want to lay down a beacon of the Trailblaze here. I can assure you that this will not bring any repercussions to Okama. Think of it as a ceremony when traveling to someplace new.
Beacon of the Trailblaze. No problem. Go ahead.
Oh, a space anchor. Okay, I didn't realize those were beacons of the Trailblaze. With this spank anchor on Amphorius, we can. I'm not sure if I just said spank anchor, but I did not mean that. I meant space anchor. If I did say that, I'm not sure. We're taking yet another giant step on the path of the Trailblaze. Our boarding passes are appreciating value. A few more and maybe we can reconnect with the Express. Praise Aki!
What an interesting way to mark the start of your journey. I grow more and more curious about your cause. But please, let me first properly extend my hospitality to you. The conversation we must have will likely be quite lengthy, so why don't we go somewhere more suitable for that?
Living Flame. Oh, we're finally out of that special area. Actually, I have full access to the menus now. Baby Fate with face covered in gold. Characters with glory can obtain buffs using the skill or ultimate to increase glory. Stacks as well as the... No idea what that means. Divine Echo Ocean, Alice of the Plenty, Pegosa. As the honey brew spills into the ocean, the waves bloom like flowers, and the clamor of great waves and drunkards all awaken amongst the madness. Oh, I guess that's not what I'm listening to. Frolic with the wind.
It's this way. Come with me.
I'm sorry, this route is not open yet.
We're here at Marmorial Palace, Arkima's public baths. Normally, this place would be much livelier.
Can we take a bath? Let's go. Oh my god, water effects. Oh my god, I was not expecting like wave simulation effects in this game. Very simple, but not expecting anything at all. You doing okay there, Tesper? Let's get out. Oh, there you are.
This is a good place for our chat. Both of you are new here, so it's only natural to be confused about the prophecy, titans, and Chrysos heirs that have been mentioned in passing. But I'd like you to learn about Amphorius' history before I tell you more. The bath sprites are excited to begin. This bath contains spirit water that has been blessed by the ocean titan. It can guide you back into the distant past. Go ahead, step in.
Happens
and
if we
listen
pee
to
in
what
it.
the comforting ripples have to say.
This feels a little embarrassing.
If it'll make you feel better, I can avert my gaze. Quiet your thoughts. Feelings are far more honest than words and can better satisfy your curiosity. Close your eyes and feel the warm ripples of water embrace you. Feel the delivery of this account from the seas. The spirit water shall show you Amphorius' distant and recent past.
Before everything began, the world was in chaos. 3 gods conceived space, time, and laws, laying down the cornerstones of life for all beings. 3 more gods formed the skies, the earth, and the ocean, creating a nursery for the seedlings of life to mature. Then came Kephali, throne of worlds, and the father of all people. They walked the face of the earth, delighted by the creations of their fellow gods, though also lamenting at the bare solitude of the gods. And so, they made clay figures in their likeness, and allowed their golden blood to course through these creations, bestowing the breath of life upon them. The wise Circes soon came forth and peeled open fruits from a flowering tree, granting reason to these clay beings, allowing them to learn and reflect. Curiosity propelled the dignified Nestia to confer upon them an eye for beauty and a desire for love, teaching them to revere their beauty. With that, the first humans were born.
Go on and try to pay attention.
In this fleeting golden age, all forms of life thrived and civilizations sprouted one after the other. Disasters and suffering were unheard of in this world. Landforms did not erode with time, nor did humans age or die. Not until the three calamities fell upon the world: trickery, strife, and death. Their descent burst open the short period of prosperity, as though it were nothing more than a dewdrop. The black tide swallowed the world whole, inundating it in blood. Fear permeated every corner of the world like a plague, inebriating mankind far more easily than ambrosia would. Mortals took up arms against one another, waging war in the name of the gods, marking the beginning of a tumultuous age. The wrath of the gods enveloped the earth and hid the firmament in shadows, ensnaring every living being. The divine war only led to one outcome: a shattered world on its death march toward destruction.
When is it going to end?
Is something wrong? This sprite is only halfway through the story, but I seem to be detecting some distress and unease.
This history is way too
I
convoluted.
see. Perhaps the narration isn't engaging enough for you. That's why you find it difficult to remember the key events. That's fine. We can try a different approach. You'll be glad to know that bath sprites have mastered the art of catering to the needs of others. Take my suggestion, bath sprites. Please narrate the story in a
God.
style that this
What's
guest
this going to be?
prefers.
Okie doke, make yourself comfortable. Time for a history class on
What the fuck is
Amphorius.
this? Is this catering to my preference?
Hey, no butting in. Class is still ongoing. Where did I stop the last time? Oh, right. Amphorius started off as a ball of chaos. The three Fate Titans wrote laws to govern the world. Another 3 Foundation Titans created the Earth, Ocean, and Skies. And a different 3 Creation Titans designed and gave life to human beings, like you and me. But 3 baddie Titans soon snuck in, bringing a terrible, horrible disaster with them. So, the Titans got angry, and no one was willing to give in. Their followers then decided to do the same, fighting and killing each other. Everyone fought for a really, really long time, disturbing and hurting all people living in the world. Until one day, something big happened.
Yours truly descended upon the world.
It's not your turn! No interrupting me in class! A prophecy appeared on Amphorius. Something no one saw coming. The tripartite prophecy says there is only one way to stop this war. Assemble a band of heroes powerful enough to take on the 12 Titans and reignite their core flames. Only then will their divine wrath abate and peace return to the world. We know this band of heroes by a certain name. Any guesses? That's right! The Chrysos Heirs! So, here's the takeaway. Eat well and train well, so you can grow up into a powerful hero and do your part for Amphorius!
Is something else wrong?
They're treating me like a child.
Is that so? Looks like you're a bit hard to please. Trusting and perceptive at the same time.
Euphorius seems to be going through a rough patch.
Rough patch. That's a mild way to put it.
I still don't get what's going on with the Titans and the Christos heirs.
I suppose the things that are common knowledge to us are just a garbled mess to you. If we want to straighten out the threads of this world, perhaps I should explain things to you myself.
You really know nothing about what's beyond the sky?
I seem to hear a note of pity in that question. Perhaps you find us to be weak and defenseless.
So what do we do now?
We can move on to the problem at hand, now that both of you have some understanding of Amphorius' history. Come with me.
I should go up and down in the water too.
Please, give me a moment.
What's wrong?
The way up from here leads to a bath that the Council granted exclusively to the Chrysos heirs. The bath is strictly off-limits to anyone other than the heirs. I'm willing to make an exception, considering your guests from beyond the sky. But if I were to bring both of you in at once, I'd be blatantly disrespecting our traditions.
That's a strict custom. Seems like prophesized heroes and civilians aren't treated equally in Oklahoma. Why don't you go up with her, Rain? I don't mind waiting for you here.
You have a very considerate partner. Follow me then.
No?
Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable, then close your eyes.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this? I don't know. Getting into weird shaped bats and falling asleep. I've had bad experiences with this in the past, lady. I don't know. Why do I have a bad feeling about this?
I won't force you, but people hope to regard one another with bare honesty when they enter a bath. Are you willing to trust me?
Sit down and close your eyes.
Thank you. You can also move a little to your left. The water is warmer there.
You're asking me to move closer to you? You move to the left. How wondrous. You've only moved a few centimeters, but the water around you has become distinctly warmer. I have several questions.
Now place your left hand onto the bench. Lift up your arm with your palm facing forward and part your fingers slightly.
Do I do the opposite?
I understand now. You do not really distrust me. You just wish to show your rebellious
Yeah, let's
side.
go with that. You feel your cheeks warm up and quickly switch hands.
Yes, you're doing great. All right. It's about time I formally introduce myself. I am Aglaya the Gold Weaver, Dressmaster of Akima, and one of the Chrysos heirs of Amphorius. The trust placed in me is how I came to lead the Chrysos heirs in our mission today. My duty may be to weave lavish robes, but I most enjoy coming to these baths in my personal time. Garments are shields, after all, hiding both our bodies and what we truly think. This place, though, is where we can drop our cloaks of pretense. For the waters shall bring us closer together. You can open your eyes now. Look, we are joined together now.
Okay. That's some lovely art, though. What is this, some kind of trap?
Trap? Hardly. Think of it as a ritual that allows us to communicate. The golden threads of Nestia entwine us, capable of sensing
romance
even the
titan.
slightest quiver. We are bound to speak the truth to each other this way.
Okay.
You will learn the truth about this world from me. And in return, I ask for you to promise me something. Fulfill this pact between us, and you can expect your journey on Amphorius to be free of troubles. You learned the legends of Amphorius from those bath sprites a while ago. But that was a sanitized version that spared you from the harsh and bitter realities of our history. The pantheon of titans that once ruled our world has become the very affliction that eats away at Amphorius. An unfathomable power changed something within most of these titans, inducing their rage and madness. Amphorius has since fallen into eternal night, the black tide engulfing our world. Arkema is now the only city to still receive light, and we owe it to Kefali's protection. The Chrysos heirs gathered here are Amphorius' only hope. People hail us as heroes, as protectors, and as deliverers. They are counting on us to vanquish the Titans, reclaim their core flames, topple them from their thrones, and take their authority for ourselves. It is only upon reclaiming all core flames that the miracle of Genesis can reveal itself, granting a new lease on life to this broken world. This is Amphorius' flame chase journey. A band of heroes dedicated to slaying the gods and reclaiming the 12 core flames for the world to start over anew. With the end times before us, we are expected to lead all of our people toward the summit. Arkema needs as many allies as possible to aid us in the upcoming battles. The two of you may be just the reinforcements that the Chrysos heirs have been waiting for.
Saving the world is what we do best.
You must have been blessed by many miracles to say that with such unwavering confidence. I may be getting ahead of myself, but for Amphorius, I am willing to take a chance on you. I have laid my heart bare, and in return, I just want you to make a single promise. Promise me to never tell the people of Arkema about the worlds beyond the sky, no matter what may happen.
Why?
Arkema is approaching its end. I do not wish to give my people false hope. Not when we've been badly scarred by it before. Can you promise me that?
Promise.
Thank you. The agreement between us is now complete. I apologize if this ritual upset you, but I hope you understand. I had no other choice. As much as I am interested to hear your story, I'm afraid I've already taken up too much of your time. Mr. Dunhung's worrying has created ripples in the water. Why don't the both of you tour our holy city? See how our people make ends meet in this difficult time. I will have your welcome gifts ready later today. Why don't you and Mr. Dunhung tour our holy city? See how our people make ends meet in this difficult time. I will have your welcome gifts ready later today.
Uh-oh. The game crashed. Wow, I think it's the first time this game's crashed for me on PC. You're finally back. What did she say to you? Promise not to tell her people about our interstellar voyages. I didn't expect that to be her only concern, though this is consistent with how Feinan was acting when we were at the Abyss. Something is definitely off about this world. Even on a planet as isolated as Gerillo 6, people still had an understanding of space, even paths and aeons. The sky above Amphorius, though, is more like a prison. They clearly have advanced technology, so who could imagine that even discussing what's beyond the sky would be considered taboo? Do you remember the mass of chaotic matter concealing Amphorius from the rest of the universe? I can't help but thinking that someone is intentionally keeping Amphorius hidden. Their titans could also be related to some aeon. I can't stop thinking about your broken spear. Feinan promised to fix it. We can ask him about it when we see him. Let's explore the city like Anglia suggested. We helped defend their city, after all. There's a good chance to fish around for information, but they still have a good impression of us. We can also take some photos for our records. Right back. Get something to drink. That's kind of cool. It sort of opens up for you as you walk near it. Adjusts depending on where you're walking to. Oh, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Guess these are like the breakable items in this area. Whoa. Oh, is this a treasure chest? Oh wow, they look really different here.
Ah, shiny. Ooh, sparkly.
Wait, we can ride? Wait. It is said in that there are many It is said that many in their childhoods have experienced the exhilaration of being lifted up high above their heads by their parents. If those families had a steed like the Dramas, those children would have been bursting with excitement. Enough said, you decide to climb on the back of the Dramas. Memory shard crystal. Strange crystals that store power of remembrance as you journey along. The light and shadows cast by the crystals seem to play out familiar scenes. If you place them close to your ear, you even hear familiar whispers. Explore the Eternal Land, find the scattered memory crystal shards, and witness more memories of this world. Memory crystal shards can help you redeem items in specific shops, or let the garment maker point out the location of nymphs you have not collected. Okay, sort of like the clocky tickets. Ah, yes, Stell is like royalty up there. Where are you? Oh god, I can kill it. No fly zone. The mysterious object blessed by Janus. After breaking it, movement speed will increase for a certain duration. Cool. When pigs fly. Oh god, I'm going. I gotta go fast. Oh, is this a puzzle? Use the holy flame in hand to light up the altar and bring light to this world. Watch out, for each and every move will be recorded by the shadows of the void. When fate's footsteps return to zero, the unshadowed version of you will manifest as an enemy and process along the fate which you have etched into being. The unshadowed version of you is a foe that will strictly follow your previous actions and advance accordingly until the recorded steps have ended. Remember, do not make contact with them. The ancient crystalline controllers you find on the path can alter the state of the flooring that has the same energy color. Use them to help you reach the altar. I think I sort of see how this is supposed to be. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no! Oh, okay, hold on. A little hard for me to wrap my head around here. Well, that doesn't really help, does it? The path to destiny is not a smooth one. Should you fall, you will experience eternal damnation. Wow. That's one way to say that you died. I'm confused about what I'm supposed to do here. I think I see. Okay, okay. Finally got my head around that. Unstolen flame. A single cushion catches your attention. Its presence seems clearly out of place with its surroundings. Under your careful observation, you notice that the surface of the cushion is a little strange. Logically, a cushion should be soft inside, but this cushion has something very hard sticking out. You decide to... Probably best not to damage other people's... How strange. This requires a thorough inspection. After great effort, you finally manage to tear off the cushion's cover as a scroll falls out from inside. Speak, seekers of wisdom, obey the Codex of Xerxes. Earth-nourishing quintessence in fine writing, Virgio's fertile soil. Spring of life's blessing in fine writing, Bagosia's gathered filler. Bestower of wisdom inheritance in fine writing, Circe's tree seed. Offering beneath the giant tree, the eye of wisdom will examine your devotion and bestow a reward. A simple but strange pattern is drawn onto the base of the scroll, an eye formed of branches staring at a divine statue ensnarled in vine. From the content recorded inside, it seems that these are instructions for some kind of mysterious ceremony, attached with some notes by disciples. The scroll has aroused your curiosity. Though you have experienced all sorts of summoning ceremonies inside Okahima, this will be the first that you have experienced personally from the beginning. Will you try it? Couldn't hurt, I guess. Having made up your mind to carry out the ceremony personally, you begin to carefully study the contents of the scroll. The ceremony initiation requires 3 types of objects. You notice that something is gilded at the bottom of the scroll. The patterns of the 3 items are embedded in golden stamps. You pick up the scroll and walk a few steps, noticing that the light on the surface is constantly changing with your movements. You finally understand what this thing is used for. It is silently telling you that the 3 ceremonial items are nearby. Perhaps they have been hidden away by the disciples. You may be able to find something if you search carefully. Oh, I've got a... An unremarkable box, a must-have necessity when it comes to storage. It looks like it could easily be smashed with a baseball bat. However, you are an experienced trailblazer. You understand by now that you must not act recklessly. So if you use your nimble fingers to tear open the box's cover and find a dusty bottle containing an unidentified liquid. Looking at it, you imagine it must be some kind of drink, as the bottle has a symbol of Fangosa on it. Looking at its color, you can see that it's not as clear as regular spring water. It has a suspicious cloudiness to it. However, you also notice something special about it. As it sloshes around, you see small flashes of sparkling starlight. Smells a little sour. After the black tide corroded the perimeters of the holy city, many merchants relocated here. One can find just about everything from finely crafted vessels or scholarly tomes to daily items and common reading materials. Market occasionally sees relics from the lost cities, but they mostly turn out to be from self-soothing fantasies of the last city. Thrifty's tree seed. Legend has it that Kefeil's benevolence allowed the children of the city to rapidly mature, granting them the strength to immediately resist their enemies. Whoa, awesome! I want to grow up fast too! The installation before you looks empty at its top. Was it there before? It looks like a brazier or something. Maybe as a heat source or a light? Ah, young one, are you here to do some sightseeing? This holy candle has been out of order for a long time. It's long ceased to be bright. You have wasted your time. The Kefeil's light has left many markings among Okhema. If you need, I can give you some recommendations. Touch the holy candle. Touch it! You ignore the kind passerby's words and touch the holy candle for your own volition. Since you're here anyway, you can't go back empty-handed. Even if this attempt fails, rubbing away some dust from the candle still lets you claim something. But after you touched it, a bright flame rises from the tip of the holy candle, and the radiance glows ever stronger. I'm going to be a father? What's going on? A fail above, please grant me the power of omnipotence. The glow atop the holy candle changes rapidly. This time, you learn from your experience and cover your eyes. Hold on. How did I turn back? Oh, Kefeil's blessing is gone. Be the Zagreus's curse instead. Story is just a story. Wait, I get it. You're always asking the great Kefeil to help you do your homework. This must be a punishment from the Titans. Alright, no pouting. Let's go home and write a report about this. We must not be disrespectful to the Titans. An unremarkable basket woven from plants native to Emporius. Years of direct sunlight and rain have caused its color to fade. The bottom is so stained with dirt, you can even see faint traces of spider webs. It looks like it has been abandoned here without an owner all this time. Through it, you discover two things inside the basket: a bag filled with dirt and a number of small nut-like objects. Though they may seem like trash to the untrained eye, your sharp intuition alerts you to something. There seems to be a faint light coursing through their surfaces. Mystical back soil. And mystical seeds. Oh, where the fuck am I? I'm supposed to go all the way over there for this mission? For this side quest? Yeah, I think we might, we might come back to that. That's a ways away. Not even sure if I can get over there yet. Okay, this door looks like it's locked. Graphical glitch there. The world is just a gargantuan sandbox game within a person's lifetime. They can only involve themselves in 1/1,000,000th the known universe. What's down this way? Wait, how do... Oh, I guess because I was in a... different place.
March, lead.
Oh, wow. Seem well versed in dramas. What the Dromos idol producer? Managed to salvage its legendary treasures. 4 crates packed with rubber ducks. Is this alluding to something with Dr. Ratio? It's all about those rubber ducks.
Yeah, no grand adventures complete without a Dromus.
Veil bundle. flower just talking? Oh, it's a butterfly. Thing is so much text. Eat my wing power. Get it. What the fuck is that? A random emoticon? What is this? What are you, Clara? Herping secret. Okay, so collectibles. I can't go that way, so let's go ahead and progress the story.
Done and dusted.
There seems to be a new show at the Bats today.
It's water. Excuse me, do you guys need help?
You are... What strange clothing and accent you have. Oh, are you the warriors that followed Lord Finon back from the frontier?
We speak with an accent? That's nowhere near as puzzling as how we have a common tongue. Yes, that's us.
Thank goodness. I hear you're both exceptional warriors, as masterful as the Chrysos heirs. Could you help us restore this column here? Nothing has been going right these days. First those minions of Nikador attack, and now this column collapses right outside our home. Can we really keep going?
Store it. Just human effort. That's gonna take at least a couple of days at least.
Not with human effort, of course, silly.
High Priest Treeby.
Treeby?
Oh, Kefali on high, our prayers are heard. We won't need to trouble you any further, kind warriors.
Oh, we thought we could summon miracles. So not the married passages of Yanis.
You can recite this too? Wait, did you also chant this when we arrived in Akama? Maybe you also have the ability to learn Ornyx's prayers too?
Is that rare?
Not at all! We have lots of priests here, but some are more gifted than others. Why don't you both try chanting? Treeby will see if you get it.
In Amphorius, memory-laden objects can be found everywhere. When the Trailblazer approaches, they reveal an energy ripple over them. At this point, by holding down the button, you can use Ornyx's prayer to rewind them to their previous state from a certain age time ago. However, Ornyx's prayer has limitations. Under normal conditions, it can only be sustained for 3 seconds. If used beyond 3 seconds without the object rewinding to the critical time point, it will return to its state prior to activating the ability.
Whoa! You got it on the first try! You're a natural!
A miracle. A miracle fresh from the oven. Go. Bring word to the bard. Frontier heroes grace Akama. Feats abound right here.
They also teach journalism here in Amphorius. I don't seem to be cut out for this.
That's okay. There are many others like you. It just means you're meant to be a warrior. Ooh, you met Aggie, right? How did your chat go?
I now know all there is to know about you.
Really? That's pretty impressive. You know, we are pretty certain there's more to your sudden arrival to Akama. And Treeby has never seen a priest achieve resonance with Ornyx on their first try. But with this, you should be able to clear any obstacle when traveling around Amphorius. Most of the time at least. Oh, right! We came by to check if you have teleslates with you. It'll be a lot easier to get around Akama with them.
Teleslates? Pull out your phone, is this?
Yeah! I knew it! There are also Yanisopolis priests beyond the beyond Akama. Like the city you're from. Let's see. This looks different. but it works more or less the same. Maybe a
Don't you
little
all have
resonance
phones?
will do the trick. All set. Now we can contact one another with our teleslates. Only in Akuma, though.
Teleslates.
Messages won't send once you're outside Aggie's web of golden threads.
Aggie's web. She has her own intraweb. Yeah, forget iPad. We're gonna call them teleslates now. That's surprising.
Did you think we were some backwater people who don't understand anything?
Yes.
You can also use any currency you have on you. Talantan scales will determine the value of all items, so there's no need to worry about being penniless in the Holy City.
Won't that mess up the economy?
Not if it's just the two of you, but if any of the council elders happen to ask, it's our little secret. Okay, time to get back to work. Have fun exploring the city. We'll see you two later.
The list of inexplicable things only gets longer. Look, someone's on the roof. This should be a good vantage point to photograph the city. Let's find a way up.
A miracle fresh from the oven.
That's what he said.
Bring word to the bard.
That's what he said. What are you just...
Frontier heroes grace Akuma. Feats abound right here.
You need to stop gushing. Also, that running girl looked like she had a question marker on her.
Frontier heroes grace Akuma. Feats abound right here.
People say love renders us blind, but this dimness is the perfect ambience that complements the shimmering night sky. If you would accept a passion of elegance, please respond to my affection. Looks like I'm unworthy as well. No matter. May you find happiness elsewhere. Please remember that you have an ardent supporter in me. He whose name is Chifix. Don't waste the lady's time and take your leave. Oh, gentle maiden, please allow me to introduce myself. Okay. Ooh, I got something in the travel log. Got some chests. Tree of Union. The mortals adorned Cerise's happiness and planted a tree to witness the happiness. People form joyful unions under the tree and celebrate the birth of life. When there are no ceremonies, people bring their cushions and enjoy the shade. "2 months is too long, surely. I have been pursuing her for 7 years, and she finally said yes to my marriage proposal. I simply cannot wait another minute. I completely understand how you're feeling, and I must apologize. My schedule is completely full." You understand how I'm feeling? What could a child possibly understand? I don't get it. How can there only be one ceremonial officiant in a huge place like Yokohama? It's just ridiculous. That is because in order to become a ceremonial officiant, you have to train in the grove and pass a special examination put in place by the venerationists. I wasn't asking. Oh, what kind of idiot came up with rules like that? You've waited 7 years and you can't even hold out 2 more months? You know your way out. Oh no, you didn't damage Okema's public installations, did you? You feel a great worry about this, but a sudden sleepiness comes upon you. Ma'am, are you okay? I saw how tired you looked. If you're sleeping out in the open like this, it's easy to catch a cold. I fell asleep here? Yeah, but don't worry. You slept real well. You didn't kick off the blankets. Mom said that kids that don't kick off their blankets are sweethearts. Foo-foo. The holy candle of Onyx is different from the other holy candles. When it's extinguished, the eternal night will soon rise. So, don't do that next time. This is Okema, after all. Mom says that the Titans can see everything we do here. If you insist on sleeping in the open, remember to pray to Onyx. After all, I can't ensure you'll be this lucky every time and run into me under the curtains of eternal night. I hear that. To reward the Chrysos Air's heroics, the water quality of the upper floor's baths is akin to liquid jade, with a free flow of ambrosia. They'll also be entertained by a professional debater. That sounds awesome, man. I want to be a Chrysos Air too. I suspect it's not just sheer luck that'll get you there. Those Chrysos Airs were all ordinary people when they were born. They must have grasped some secret method to gain that status. Okay, another one of these puzzles. Use the ladder to move up and down. That doesn't work. Oh, maybe I fall forward. Yeah, like that. Okay. Duh. I was overthinking that.
I heard that he's a believer of Zagreus.
Question mark? What you see before you is simply an ordinary basket. As you can see, it bears no resemblance to a trash can. However, among all the baskets, why does this one in particular capture your attention? It is commendable that you recognize that this is no ordinary basket. However, this is my private domain. Impolite one. And sunshine our guests embrace, but not uninvited kings, you understand? But I'm part of nature too. Did I not make it clear enough? This basket is my home. And you keep your hands off and don't dig through unless I say otherwise. Got it now?
You like trash cans? Well, congratulations! You're a true philosopher!
God, we can't escape from the trash cans. The golden night fancy the rich over the poor, but the dark Thanatos knocks on every door equal. Just between you and me, I've set up a secret doorbell for them, visible only to the Titans. then I'm sorry to disappoint. My background is pretty ordinary, except for the fact that my family was targeted in an assassination due to my grandpa's position in the Council of Elders, leaving me as the sole survivor. Okay, well that got dark quick. Don't get me wrong, I'm not hurting for money. In fact, our family's mansion in the Dawn Cloud hasn't changed. Over the years, our servants have also learned to not care about where their masters may be. Anyway, thanks to this city's acceptance of legal inheritance, I can lead a carefree life until the Era Nova, as long as Okahema remains steadfast against the black tide. I sleep, eat, and soak up the sun whenever I please. What a bliss. Of course, if you're up for some casual chat, how about we pick a more specific topic? Interested in tales about Thanatos, Nestia, or the Council of... Tell me more about Thanatos. Well, I may not know what Thanatos is truly like, but I can share how I see Thanatos. For devout disciples of the Titans, the Thanatos, Death Titan, is definitely a horrifying deity. They believe they are the mastermind behind the Black Tide, destined to bring catastrophe upon Amphorius. But in my eyes, Thanatos is actually a good person. That Titan quietly endures all the hatred of the world and even offers a sanctuary for those ostracized by society. Listen, if someone in Okama declares themselves a follower of Thanatos, it's likely because they just prefer not to worship the Titans or partake in any rituals that beg for blessings. After all, the pitch-black Thanatos never needs adoration, and won't bestow blessings on anyone whose life is not meant to be over. Tell me more about Menesta. I'd love to say that Sister Aglia looks just like Menistia, but that's not the case. Sister Aglia isn't just a side note for that Titan, and the same goes for the other Chrysoseirs. I believe each of them treads their unique path with their own inspirations. As for Mestia, from what I know, the goddess is more like a clumsy old lady. She juggled from Era Bellica to Era Orisa, watching helplessly as the knot in her hands became harder to unravel. Destiny hasn't got much time left for Amphorius. That's what many whisper in the shadows. Tell me more about the Council of Elders. It's rather straightforward. The Council of Elders is a place teeming with the living dead. Some may argue that the Council of Elders serves its intended functions, but as a victim, that's not the tale I would tell. When I had to return there for some business, even amidst the bustling streets in broad daylight or when I had a lamp in my hand, I didn't see a living soul. To be a bit more strict, there might be only a handful truly alive in Amphorius. However, the Chrysoseirs are here, so I'll hold my tongue on that. Or maybe, let's put it this way, Amphorius might actually be under the control of enigmatic forces beyond our grasp. And those who hold such knowledge certainly aren't seated on the Council of Elders. They just believe they know what's going on. They're even less endearing than Thanatos or that self-complaining occultist. Her fucking title. It's Diogenes, the weirdo. That's why you get along with Stealth so well.
I heard that he's a believer of Zagreus.
Hey friend, looking for something that soars as easily as it breathes? You've come to the right place. Welcome to the Whimsy Hand. Now, what kind of shop is this? Ha! You must be a guest from afar. You're in Okahema. Everyone knows of my famed shop, Hygilos and his Whimsy Hand. I'm not selling just anything. It's remnant power from the Titans. For a fee of balance coins, and you can hire old Hygilio's elite operator team remotely activate the Whimsy Hand. You can do anything you want with it. I can control it myself? Of course. Controlling it is quite easy, while mastery is a bit harder. You hire my team, you can save time of practicing. Like the saying goes, time is balance coins. No matter what, our encounter is surely fate. I'll remember your dashing demeanor. I'll give you a discount if you have need of my shop's services in the future. Got a moment to chat? Well, of course. You look like my next big client. It's only right to build a good relationship with you. Talk about the thief's hand. No. Thief is such a hard word. Say whimsy hand instead. I mean, it's the divine relic that great Zagreus left to us, after all. The thing is different from the other Titan's treasures. It's picky about its controller. If you screw up the controls, you'll be the one sent flying instead. My team's been carefully assembled over many light calendar years to acquire such expertise. You've probably seen it in many places. It's said that this hand will be located where great Zagreus made their last heist, for future generations to steal from again. Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! When it comes to technical stuff, old Hygilos isn't really in the know. You're better off checking with the craftsman. It's too complex to explain, and even now, the corpus of this deity still harbors plenty of secrets. Take the Trial of Whimsy, for instance. Collecting those funny-faced coins earns you treasures, which are themselves odds and bits and bobs. And what's more, they're named after the great Zagreus. It's the oddest of oddities. Rumor has it, gathering 100 coins of whimsy might just prompt the great Zagreus himself to steal your most coveted item for you. Fascinating, isn't it? It's a pity they're so hard to come by these days. I can give you a guide if you're really interested in it. I pinned it myself. Why did you choose to set up a shop? Oh, it appears that you are very curious about my unique business acumen. Be honest, though, this shop has been open for about a decade. This was someone else's idea at first, but I later shifted my business focus. The origin of this industry was a business model invented by the great Zagreus' disciples way back when the Titans still manifested themselves, providing an easy means of prospering for those inherently indolent. Those brethren, though possessed of smarts, were reluctant to engage in honest work. They wanted to earn balance coins, so they had to resort in robbery. Chatting with people on the streets. But chatting was an art form by themselves. And so, the Whimsy Fund was founded. People could invest balance coins in the brethren, and they would use the money to fuel the device for robbery. Communication. No matter what they were received through communication, the proceeds would be split with the investor. Genius! Of course. Whether the commission would be gained was still at our fellow's whims at the end. With high risk comes rich rewards, as they say. A pity though that soon this industry was shut down by Tatalon's thugs. At that time, I happened to overhear that the craftsman had completely figured out all about this hand, so I borrowed some of experience. By combining this relic with Emporius' most advanced business model, this shop was born. Criminally profitable. Do you have other businesses? Plenty! The antiques displayed around the shop were all excavated from ruins by the Whimsy Hand. Some of them even retain vestiges of the other Titan's authority. It's a veritable vault of treasures. Though many of their uses are unknown, you'll have to try your luck. Other than that, our most popular services are substitute debaters and acting Verax Leo responders. I will personally step in and ensure the opponent is left tongue-tied with my eloquence, leaving you to reap all the ensuing respect and admiration. My mantra is, with enough balance coins, everything lasts forever. If you've got a request, be sure to swing by to check us out. I guarantee your hard-earned balance coins turned into solutions. Be well, my friend. Stop by often.
Oh, why not stop here and grab a third hand?
These olives today taste pretty good. You should try some. By the way, Hectake's expedition squad set off on another adventure yesterday. Yeah, they've been moving around a lot lately. Oh, these olives are really something. I'll have a few more. I've heard they're preparing for an in-depth exploration up in the northeast, but that area's been deserted for ages, right? I wonder if there's any dangers looking. There are always dangers, but you know how skilled she is, right? Even if she bumps into some wild Titicans, she can probably finagle her way out unscathed. True, but didn't one of the expeditions get struck by the black tide and suffer heavy losses last month? Maybe you could do a little divination for me. Come on, fine. I'll cut you a deal this time. The woman named Cassandra pulls out a small scale from her pocket, placing it on the table. Then she casually picks up an apple and pomegranate from the fruit pile, setting them on the opposing scale trays. The scale teeters for a moment before tipping slightly in the favor of the pomegranate. See? Told you not to worry. Remember what Tantalon teaches us. Though danger may swoop like an eagle, let your vigilance guide you like a clever fox. Stay alert, and you'll be just fine. Well, I should get going. Hey, hold on a sec. What's up? It's just an apple and a pomegranate. You're not going to take them back now, are you? Raise the scale of justice. This is my fair payment for service. I got it. In that case, I suppose Talaton wouldn't approve of me slipping you a few extra figs. What a pity. They were picked at the entry hour, and they look so fresh. Oh, wait! I'll never say no to figs. Let me try some for you. These do taste great. Oh, do you have a customer now? I'll leave you to it. Welcome. Hey, you must be the Outlander brought back by Lord Phanon, right? You seem like quite the charming one. Welcome to Okahama, young one. How are you finding life here so far? It's okay. It can take some time for everyone to get used to things at first. Once you do, you'll see that Okahama is quite cozy. That goes for the weather, the surroundings, and the lifestyle. I hope that you and your companions settle in quickly, young one. If you need anything, don't hesitate to ask for my help. I'd like to check out the fresh fruits here. Sure thing. You're able to sample anything that catches your eye. Apples, please. Apples are the most common fruit here in Okahama, perhaps in all of Emborius. This apple in your hand is from a cultivar that has been genetically improved multiple times, bred to be extra nutritious and stay fresh for longer. Whether it's fresh apples, apple jams, preserves, or dry apples, they're all quite popular as applies among explorers. Gazing at the brightly colored and resplendent apple in your hand, you take a hearty bite. So crisp and juicy, so sweet and refreshing. Oh, you keep taking bites out of the apple, and the fist-sized fruit is consumed almost instantly. Looks like you like it. That'll be 20 balance coins. Thank you for your patronage.
A balanced diet is the key to a strong and healthy...
Pomegranate, please. Pomegranate. That's the favorite fruit for criminals. Pomegranate juice, with its blood-like color, is seen as a revitalizing elixir for both body and mind in their customs. Speaking of which, Lord Minimos, among the Chrysosairs, hails from Castrum Cremos. He always picks up some pomegranates whenever he swings by. Thanks to them, the sales of pomegranates have been thriving. You peel back the smooth and tight skin, revealing the ruby-red seeds neatly arranged like an intricate artifact. You scoop up a handful of those seeds and pop them in your mouth. Really? Even the cores are edible, boasting a texture akin to sticky rice balls found in a mortal's delight. Oh, looks like you and Lord Medimos share a similar taste. That'll be 100 balance coins. Thank you for your patronage.
Oh, grab some fresh fruit.
Figs, please. This is a Mediterranean fig. Legend has it that it was Fagusa's favorite, and the ambrosia made from it could heal the body and soul. This fig has been extinct for years after the city's fall, but 3 years ago, an expedition braved the ruins of Mediterranean. I guess it's Mediterranean, and retrieved withered seeds that hadn't rotted. Later, the gardeners in the Garden of Wisdom extracted the life essence within, improved and recultivated those seeds, and recreated the Mediterranean figs you see today. Examining the pear-shaped purplish fruit in your hand, you easily peel back the extraordinarily thin skin, and expose the vibrant red flesh inside. A small nip reveals a deep fragrance that envelops your lips and tongue. Another nip leaves a sweet, lingering aftertaste, and another nip refreshes your innards like a cool spring. Upon eating the entire fruit, a sense of rejuvenation washes over you, as if all traces of fatigue have dissipated. Pretty incredible, right? Fortunately, it's a bit pricey due to its limited availability. That'll be 500 balance coins. Thank you for your patronage.
A balanced diet is the key to a strong and healthy body.
You need my help with anything? Thank you, but there's no need to be a stranger, young one. I enjoy spending time with you young folks. Feel free to stop by any time for a chat. And that would already make me very happy. But then again, I do have a small favor to ask. 2 years ago, my daughter and son-in-law went on an expedition away from the city, and they haven't been heard from since. So, if you ever find yourself leaving the city, could you be on the lookout for any information about them? I'd really appreciate it.
I heard that fruits are on sale.
Oh,
No.
grab some fresh fruit.
What happened yesterday? Why didn't you show up? Let me be straight. I'm already married. So please stop trying to set me up with someone else. The modest mountain dweller with no riches or prospects, does he even measure up to you? Just ditch him. Please stop bad-mouthing him up, Aunt Juno. Vulcan is a gentle soul. He's caring, patient, and persistent. So what, Freya? Seriously, take my advice. With your beauty, why settle for him when you could have a few of admirers eager to do anything just for your attention? But I'm in love with him. That's what matters. You youngsters and your idealism. Marriage isn't a game. Rush into things now, and you'll regret it forever. In my view, the man I introduced you to is remarkable. He was a prominent noble in his previous city, and even though he's in Okema now, his heritage and status make him stand out. No. Huh? What do you mean, no? It's your fortune that he might choose you, but why are you... Don't be ungrateful. I'm doing this for your sake. For my sake? You know, when people say for your sake, what they really mean is, I'm doing this for myself. You're just the means to an end. Watch your tone when talking to your elder. What about my cousin, who's the same age as me? Why don't you introduce her instead? Let me guess. It's because her appearance doesn't meet his standards, right? Where are your manners? You used to be so kind, but now... must be the influence of the uncouth mountain dweller. Always knew those folks couldn't handle civilized society. Well, I beg to differ. Take a good look in the mirror and see how wound up you are after this. Notice that? My Vulcan is leagues above that. I've got a piece of advice for you too. Aunt Juno, stay out of my business. Just like you said, I have a queue of admirers eager to do anything for my attention. If you upset me too much, one of them might do something foolish to you. I can't keep an eye on those men all day, can I? How dare you threaten me? Just you wait. Face of the dame named Juno pales as she hurries off, muttering curses under her breath. Whew. Finally some peace and quiet. Day. You seem to be in a bit of trouble. Well, you see, I recently got married, but everyone is convinced that I'm too good for my husband. All because Vulcan is an outlander, a mountain dweller. They even asked me if I was forced into marrying them. What's wrong with mountain dwellers? Beats me. I mean, what's wrong with mountain dwellers? Sure, he might seem a little dull, but once you get to know him, you'll see he has a heart of gold. All this chatter about being unattractive and dim-witted, blah, blah, blah. If I wanted eye candy, I just gaze at myself in a mirror. A beautiful soul is what truly counts. How are things really going between you two? It's pure bliss! You know, while I've had plenty of admirers, they're more interested in possessing something beautiful for themselves. But only Vulcan sees the real me. He always hears me out and values my thoughts, and supports my ambitions. He's simply my soulmate. Now, he's taught me a lot, especially about beauty. It's not just about pleasing the eye, but about nourishing the soul.
Which type of fabric do you prefer?
Since we're a tailor shop, you can expect to find fabrics and ready-made garments. Take a look around and see if anything catches your eye. A white linen, please. White linen is a staple fabric of Okahama. It's everywhere. Chances are 9 out of 10 people you see are wearing clothes made from it. Check this out. The white linen we carry is a new variety grown in the Garden of Life. It's soft, breathable, and drapes like a dream. Here, feel it. Its beauty is it's light as a butterfly, isn't it? Have you thought about ordering a set of our local attire? Your fair skin, lovely hair, and beautiful eye color would make you look stunning in one. Purple silk, please. The purple silk originally came from the city of Pyrena in the east. Farmers there specialized in raising a unique worm that produced silk. They spun the strands into silk and dyed it purple using a special powder from spiral shells. But Pyria has long been a thing in the past. Today's purple silk is synthetic, and the dye was changed to blue brassica stones and red leaf grass. Due to its intricate method of production, this silk tends to be on the pricier side. It's often used for crafting formal wear for festivals and grand events. For everyday wear, well, if you know someone who's always serious and stern, maybe you could recommend it to them. Golden silk, please. You've got a keen eye. This silk you're looking at is spun by Lady Aglaia herself. It's a gem of this humble shop. Let me share this tale with you. Legend has it that a flame-chased Chrysos hair once battled the gods alone. And her hands were stained with the golden silk, with the golden ichor of the Titans. When she returned home, she discovered that all the silk she had spun turned a dazzling golden hue. In fact, its golden color comes from a dye made from a rare one. But even so, the gold silk is quite pricey, and only within reach of a select few. Robes these days are just terrible. I was out shopping all day yesterday, but none of these so-called new designs pleased my eye. They were all hideous. That's mainly the issue with the design. There's no point in piling up all that embroidered stitches if the style is that bad. Who wants to wear that? No way. Haven't you noticed? Their so-called new design is just a hodgepodge of Anglea's cutting room scraps. If you ask me, we should have asked Lady Anglea to design more pieces when she had the chance. The Eternal City needs her eternal beauty.
Does it really work? Drink 10 vats of water every day. And Fagusa, bless you.
If someone deceived by lies speaks, is what they say a lie as well?
Start by asking yourself that.
My dear Parmenides, please tell me, who are you? Where have you come from? Where are you going? Wait, what? I am Parmenides of Echetus. My faith in the earth is as firm as the divine body of Dorios. I have come from Memorial Palace. Now that I have washed my mind and body, I shall head for the city gates. Very good. Such detailed answers. Then allow me to ask one more thing. The city of Echetus that you speak of, is it the same as the city that I know of? Don't rush to refute me. Think carefully about what it is that I am asking. As all who can read Okema know, that Echetus was long since destroyed by the Black Tide. Yet you have come from a city that does not exist. I made a mistake in my last remark. I originally came from Echetus, and that is my home. Before the Black Tide descended, I took all of my worldly belongings and fled to Okehama. I come from an Echetus that has not yet been destroyed. This point is absolutely true. Are the Echetus that existed before its destruction and the Echetus that have now been devoured by the Black Tide the same thing? Of course. No matter what time you speak of, Echetus is my hometown. That Echetus that existed before its destruction remains in your memory, yet you can go to the Echetus that has been devoured by the Black Tide at any time. How could something long since gone be the same as something that exists currently? Are you saying that if I can neither see it with my eyes nor feel it with my hands, then it does not exist? And if that were the case, nothing would exist in this world, as everything is in a constant state of flux. There would be nothing for us to discuss. Ha, of course! Are you trying to claim that the Echetus in your mind will exist forever, whereas a visible, tangible city is not much of a certainty as one in your imagination? A meaningless argument. Your line of questioning is conflating different concepts with each other. I think that such an argument lacks meaning is no more than mental laziness. In fact, this relates to everything we see in Amphorius. You have never seen the true form of the Kephale, yet we are certain that they support the world for Akema. We do not understand the words of Orenix, yet we stubbornly believe their prophecy. We never have experienced a death, yet we assume the existence of Thanatos. People are always drawn to these grand and fantastic ideals, yet they are unwilling to reflect on their implications. It's not that I am willing to reflect. I am unwilling to shake the very foundation of thought itself. My friend, you have overheard this dispute for some time. You must be a fellow scholar and lover of wisdom. If you're interested, Why not join us our discussion? We would be interested in hearing your view. How about you introduce yourselves first? I am Zeno of Akema. I make a living by instructing people in the art of debate. Hermindes of Icatus. As you can see, I am the teacher in the study of rhetoric. I find the title of teacher overly flashy. I do not enjoy it personally. People always think like I can teach them something, but all I can teach them are the skills of reflection and debate. Does it really count as anything? That is true. Logic classes would be completely worthless. Let us not forget that this was your major. Is it rare for a student to surpass their teacher? If we follow your view, surely the world would only ever be regressing. Alright, now you know what their main jobs are. Thanks, game. Like, alright, let's see. They're gonna stop talking now. Sure, let me join the debate. As this wise one has seen fit to join the debate, let us select a topic that is both intuitive and profound. Hermindes of Icatus, I shall step back and pass the rights of topic selection to you. Very well. I think that I just noticed that their character models are exactly the same, with the exception of the color of their, what's it called? Robe thing. Sash. Their sash. Very well. I think that we may as well continue the debate that we were having before. Ideals or reality? Which are more reliable? If we were to convert it into a more direct topic, it would be, does a pure Icatus truly exist? A very fine topic, I must say. This question has troubled me for a long time. Having been devoured by the black tide, one can no longer see or touch Icatus. Even if you go to its location, all you see is a pile of ruined domains. Even before its destruction, the area and population of the city were undergoing constant change. The city you saw as a child was undoubtedly different than the one you saw as a youth. If that is the case, how can you conclude that such was indeed Icatus? Based on the principle of simplicity, I think that Icatus does not in fact exist, and all we can be as certain of is that there is a city. I believe precisely the opposite. Icatus does not simply stop existing because it was destroyed. We can still discuss it and reminisce on it as if it were a city that truly exists. When I mention Icatus, everyone knows what it is. When you send a parcel to Icatus, there is no way that the messenger would go to the wrong location. It is my hometown. That will never change. Icatus must exist. Otherwise, when discussing Icatus, how could we possibly understand what each other were referring to? We have both shared our points of view, so wise one, which side would you like to debate for? Okay, I've started that mission. We'll put that aside for now. As long as we start the quest, it's fine. A market wouldn't be one without its hustle and bustle. Even so, the Memorial Market today has seen way too much foot traffic. What exactly happened to make the discerning and composed people of Akema stop in their tracks and form a huge crowd that blocks the road? You squeeze past the crowd and emerge into the fray of commotion. Have a look! Take a gander! These shields are rare treasures and hard to come by. Don't miss out. You snooze, you lose. Listen to the merchant's sales pitches. Some people may ask, shields are such a common commodity. What is there to be in awe about? That's where you're wrong. These are no ordinary shields. They're shields forged from Glorious' nails. Surely everyone knows who Glorious is, right? Everyone knows and all are aware. The pillar of stone. Urios, the titan bearing all life upon its back, immovable and indestructible, with a shield forged from its nails, will be indomitable and unyielding. There is even a prophecy stating, even if the black tide drowns the highest peaks, fills up the deepest ravines, only it can bear our last hopes, pass on the kindling of fire, and usher in a new age. That's a load of divine bowl. This customer is a saint for supporting my business. Shall I pack up a shield for you? Come from a legal source? No worries about that. My ancestors were all workers in the Temple of Icatus, and these were all passed down from them. They can't be damaged even if it were hurled off the cliff of the Abyss of Fate. There wouldn't be a scratch on it, even if 100 Ramuses trampled over it. Even Thanatos would sigh in resignation in the face of this shield. I dare guarantee that no weapon in this world can shatter this shield. Feel free to test it out if you don't believe me. My bat has something to say about that. You're really gonna test it out? Okay, want me to prop it up for you. The merchant reluctantly positions the shield. Okay, well that mission is started, so I'm just gonna, I'll activate these side missions so they're in my list. I found, explored everything, but I will do them later. But it is getting late now. It is almost 8 o'clock, so before I get further into something here that cannot stop, I'm going to call it quits here for today. So thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.